Hello guys and welcome to Stevie TV. This is the Premier League preview, Game Week 28. We're going to get straight to it. We've got the first game at 12:30 on Saturday, and that is going to be Man United versus Everton. Obviously, Man United have just been beaten by Manchester City in the derby 3-1. United didn't look convincing at all. We went 1-0 up, probably by luck really. Obviously, the goal was great, but I just don't think we had enough. We let them play the game, and we tried to counter. And that's going to be difficult against Everton. I feel like Everton are going to want to get the win. Obviously, they lost last weekend as well. And Everton are a bit better being solid at the back and harder to break down. And then they will also play the counter as well, which United won't be able to deal with as well as Everton did. However, saying that, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Man United here. Hoping that Rashford maybe get on the score sheet again, maybe get a bit of confidence. I'm not his number one fan, but hopefully he can go on and score a few more goals now that he's got on the score sheet. Not too sure if Højlund will be back for this game, but if not, then he'll be missed again. Next up, we've got Bournemouth versus Sheffield United. Bournemouth have 2 games this week. I feel like Bournemouth are going to do well in the next coming games. They are against lower opposition teams. Teams that are below them in the league, and Sheffield United being one of them, and Sheffield United don't look good at all. I am recording this before the Sheffield United Arsenal game, as it is my birthday this week, and I will be celebrating my birthday and not being able to get the content out. But I'm going to go 3-1 to Bournemouth in this game. I feel like Solanke being back is going to get them the chances, and Semenyo is getting on the score sheet a couple of times as well. They've just come off a 2-0 win against Burnley, and they look comfortable in that game, and they're not conceding goals, and I can't see Sheffield United getting too many, so 3-1 to Bournemouth. Next up is Palace and Luton. I feel like this one could be a bit of a bore draw. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this one. Palace, Eze got on the score sheet last week. I feel like he could be one of the players that might get on the score sheet again this week. And for Luton, Morris has been playing well. And give Villa a game, Luton. And I feel like that'll give them a bit of confidence. They actually competed with Villa. But yeah, it's going to be 1-1 in my opinion, this one. We've got Wolves versus Fulham next. Again, another draw I can see coming in this one. Fulham and Wolves up and down this season with results. Got some good results against big teams, but also got some bad results in there as well. And like I say, I'm going to go with a draw, and another 1-1 draw in this one. They have got goal scorers both sides, and I feel like it won't be a 0-0 draw. It's just going to be a 1-1. I do feel like they will score against each other, and it's going to be someone like Iwobi and maybe Hwang Chan that scores for both teams, but we'll see what happens in that game. The R5 kickoff is Arsenal versus Brentford. Arsenal again look really convincing. Obviously, I'm not going to have seen the result for the Arsenal Sheffield United, but Arsenal look really, really good, and they're enjoying the football and scoring goals for fun. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win in this one, and I'm hoping Martin Odegaard gets on the score sheet or assists in this, as he will be in my fantasy side. So I hope he helps me out with the points on that. The first game on Sunday is actually quite a big game. It's important for the top 4 race. That is Villa versus Spurs. And I feel like this one's going to be a draw again. Both teams quite competitive. Both teams have a great attack, and I feel like Villa could put their goals in early, get 2 goals in against Spurs, but then I do feel like Spurs will come back in this one, and they will go in and attack Villa as much as possible, as long as they can. And they will eventually get some goals. Richarlison feels like he's not scored for a while. He may get on the score sheet, and Son as well. I have a feeling he's going to start scoring a few goals again now. So I'm going 2-2. Got Brighton versus Forest next. This one, it's a bit of a weird one, this one, because Brighton have been up and down this season. Forest have got some good attacking players, and Brighton can't keep clean sheets either, so I think they've still only had 1 or 2 this season. But I'm going to go with a Brighton win in this one. I do feel like Brighton are starting to get better as the season's got on, and they're starting to fight for results. And I feel like this one could be a late winner for Brighton, and it's going to be a 2-1 win to Brighton, in my opinion. Again, Forest have great attackers, but I just don't think they have enough to go on and beat Brighton in this game. So I think the 3 points are going to go to Brighton. We've got West Ham versus Burnley next, and I feel like that one is going to be a high-scoring game for West Ham. I'm going to go with a 3-0 win here against Burnley. Again, Burnley just don't have that clinical finishing that they need. They are great at doing the attacking football and build up and getting down the wings, but they just can't get that clinical finish. They need a striker who's going to be there all the time, and they just can't find the net at the minute. Whereas West Ham, they've just come off a convincing win last week, and I feel like they can go and do the same thing again and get a big win and big 3 points against Burnley. Something Moyes really, really needs, and he's picking up a couple of results, and I think this one's going to help him out even more now. So yeah, 3-0. Next game is the biggest game of the weekend. It is Liverpool versus Manchester City. A top table fight out for the 3 points here. I think Liverpool are going to struggle against Manchester City. I think City control Man United very, very well. 75% possession or something like that. It was absolutely ridiculous. They just controlled the game, dictated the pace, and just did it at their own will, and then eventually break down the team. And I feel like that's what Manchester City are going to do here as well. I feel like even though it's at Anfield and the fans are going to be behind Liverpool, I feel like Manchester City are going to get a 1-0 win here. It's usually a low-scoring game, or either like 4-1 kind of games that I've seen recently. But I do think Manchester City is going to win this one 1-0. The Monday Night Football is Chelsea versus Newcastle. I actually feel like this is going to be a good game as well. Both teams underperforming from what I expected them to do this season. Obviously, Newcastle getting tired of legs as the season's gone on because they've got the Champions League this year. Obviously, they're not in that anymore, but they have competed in it. Whereas Chelsea, they've not had the results they really need, but they have proven that in some games they can score goals. I'm going to go with a 3-2 to Newcastle in this one. I'm going against Chelsea. I do not think they have the confidence that they need to win this game. I don't think they have the mentality that they need to win this game. It is at Stamford Bridge, but I just think that away for crowd is going to get those players riled up, and they're going to go on and win 3-2 in this one, and Isak is going to get the winner. The last game now, which is going to be a Wednesday game, which is 7:30. Before I get into that though, guys, please like the video, share and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single bit of help that we get on this channel, and if you can share that video, it would be much appreciated. But yes, Bournemouth versus Luton. Again, I've mentioned it in the early on in the video. I feel like Bournemouth are going to win this against Luton, and I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. I think Luton will give up a fight, but I think Bournemouth have got enough in them to go and get a result in this, and that'll keep them safe for the rest of the season, and it will not put them in a relegation battle towards the end. And I feel like Bournemouth need that right now, and it'll confirm their Premier League status for next season. And getting those results, like I said, these last 3 results, easy results for them, or should be easy games for them. And they've already got one ticked off. Can they get all 3 of them? If they do, that status is confirmed. They are not going to go down this season. But that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel like I've just mentioned, and make sure we are liking that video. Get in the comments, let me know your thoughts. We're also on Spotify, guys, so if you don't get the chance to listen and watch the videos, then do go and listen on Spotify, because it is available on there as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Keep smiling, and I'm out. See ya. Bye.